Do you want a sneaky psychological hack to get more sales? It's called being helpful. Unfortunately, when people try to use fancy persuasion techniques, they come across as desperate salespeople, when the reality is helping people allows you to use 3 levers of influence based on human nature, but not in a sleazy way. These come from the book Influence by Robert Cialdini. He identified 7 in his research. The first one is reciprocity. When someone does something for us, we feel an obligation to give back. Like all the levers, you can try to use this to manipulate people. For example, giving the smallest gift possible, hoping to trigger an obligation in return. If you actually give by helping someone with no expectation of return, A, you'll probably feel pretty good for helping someone, and B, it's likely you get some form of reciprocity. So it's good business, but it's also just being a nice person. For example, on LinkedIn, I don't just interact with people on my ideal client list. I just help people, even though I know I'll never work with them. If you give without expectation, you never know where it will lead. But that's not the reason to be doing it either. Just be a nice and helpful person. Which leads us to lever 2, authority. In Cialdini's book, he talks about the famous Milgram experiments. An experiment participant was wired into an electric chair, and a volunteer was asked by a person in a lab coat with a clipboard to give increasing levels of electric shock. However, the person getting shocked was really an actor, and the true subject of the experiment was the volunteer administering